Hello and welcome to this week's episode. This week we're going to ask, is your accent masking your English skills? Are you ready for the new term? What to say when you can't remember? So without further ado, let's crack on and head over to Section 1. Section 1. Is your accent masking your true English skills? Have you ever felt like your true English abilities are hidden behind your accent? You're not alone. Many learners worry that their native accent overshadows their skills, causing them to be underestimated by others, and more importantly, by themselves. This fear can be deeply frustrating and disheartening. Think about the times you've hesitated to speak up in a meeting, feeling your pulse quicken as your turn approaches, because you worry your accent might cause misunderstandings. Or when you felt that your colleagues or friends didn't take your ideas seriously, attributing it to your accent rather than the quality of your thoughts. This underappreciation can be subtle but profound, affecting not only your professional growth but also your self-confidence. From the perspective of the listener, they might be struggling to fully understand your message. They might feel frustrated, even though they genuinely want to grasp your ideas. And this can lead to missed opportunities for collaboration and connection. But here's the truth. Your accent is not a barrier, but a bridge. It tells a story of where you come from and your unique journey in mastering English. By softening your accent, you're not losing your identity, but enhancing your ability to connect and be understood. Remember, the goal doesn't have to be to completely eliminate your native accent. Rather, you want to ensure it doesn't mask your true abilities. Section 2. Are you ready for the new term? In the next couple of weeks, young people around England and Wales will receive their GCSE or A-level exam results, which means the start of the new academic year is almost upon us. Are you coming to the UK to study this year? Have you accepted a place at one of the English universities? Moving to a new town or city or even a new country is nerve-wracking. Starting a new course, making new friends, and meeting new teachers and lecturers can be scary, so you'll want to start off on the right foot. Worrying about whether your accent is going to work against you just adds another layer of discomfort. New classmates, housemates, and teaching staff won't be particularly bothered about your accent as long as they can clearly hear and understand what you're saying. If you're constantly asked to repeat yourself, or people often misunderstand what you're saying, you may benefit in spending some time working on your pronunciation. You've still got a few weeks before the start of term to really make a difference to your pronunciation and accent. And if you purchase the British Accent Bundle, you'll get hours of training material to help you reduce your own native accent and develop a more British accent sound to your spoken English. All in time before the first day of term. Are you ready? You can get the British Accent Bundle at learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Section 3. What to say when you can't remember? We've all been there. Mid-conversation, full of enthusiasm, and suddenly our minds go blank. It can be a really frustrating experience, especially when you're trying to make a good impression or articulate a key point. As you refine your British accent and conversational skills, it's important to have a few handy phrases to smoothly navigate these moments of brain fog. In this section, we'll explore some commonly used British English phrases that can help you manage those times when you forget what you were going to say, ensuring you maintain your confidence and the flow of the conversation. Remember, forgetting what you were going to say is no reflection on your accent or your English skills. We all do it, and some of us native speakers more than others. So here's some handy phrases for when you've forgotten what you were going to say. 1. What was I saying? What was I saying? Use this to prompt yourself or others to help you remember your train of thought. So, for example, I was just about to tell you something important, but what was I saying? 2. I've lost my train of thought. I've lost my train of thought. This expresses that you've forgotten what you were talking about. So an example, oh, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Can you remind me where I was? 3. It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. This indicates that you can't remember something you were about to say. So, for example, I had a great point to make, but it's completely slipped my mind. 4. Where was I? Where was I? So this is a rhetorical question we use to get back on track. So, for example, and then we were, where was I? 5. It was on the tip of my tongue. It was on the tip of my tongue. This implies that you were just about to say something but completely forgot it. So, for example, it was on the tip of my tongue, but it's gone now. It was on the tip of my tongue, but it's gone now. 6. I've drawn a blank. I've drawn a blank. This means you've completely forgotten what you were going to say. So, for example, I wanted to tell you something about the meeting, but I've just drawn a blank. 7. I was going to say something, but it's gone. I was going to say something, but it's gone. So this is a simple and direct way to say you've forgotten. So, for example, I was going to say something about the project, but it's gone. 8. What was my point again? What was my point again? So we use this when we need to recall the main idea that you were discussing. So, for example, I was explaining the budget cuts, but what was my point again? 9. I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember for the life of me. This emphasises how completely you've forgotten something. So, for example, I had an idea for the presentation, but I can't remember for the life of me. And finally, 10. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. This is the most straightforward admission of forgetting. So, for example, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say about the marketing strategy. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say about the marketing strategy. So using these phrases can help you handle forgetful moments with ease and maintain the flow of your conversations. They also provide a natural way for others to assist you in recalling your thoughts. Keep practicing, and soon these phrases will become a seamless part of your conversational toolkit, and I'm definitely going to keep these in my conversational back pocket. Can I just take a moment to break in here? You can get access to quizzes and members-only posts when you become a member of the British Accent Bundle at learningbritishaccent.com. And of course, you also get access to both the British Accent training courses. That's the RP British Accent Pronunciation course and the Ultimate RP British Accent Learning Resource. You can get all of this for under £7 per month. So if you select the yearly membership option at only £79, you can get immediate access to all these resources. So for less than £7 per month, you can make so much improvement to your speaking voice and gain so much confidence in your fluency and conversation skills. So why not gift yourself this opportunity? Section 4. The many meanings of Have you ever been in a conversation and heard someone say, It's a small, seemingly insignificant sound, but it can actually convey a wide range of meanings depending on how it's used. Here's a few examples of what might mean in different situations. As you listen to them, do you understand the meaning they're conveying? 1. We use this as a sign of interest. If someone says, while you're talking. It could be a sign that they're interested in what you're saying, and it's a subtle way of letting you know that they're paying attention and they want to hear more. What about as a sign of skepticism? So, this can be used as a way of expressing skepticism or doubt. You'll also see it in someone's facial expression. If someone says, while you're talking, they might not fully believe what you're saying, or they might have some reservations about it. What about as a sign of boredom? If someone says, in a monotonous or drawn-out way, it might be a sign they're feeling bored or uninterested in the conversation. And then as a filler word. So a lot of times people will use as a way of buying time while they think of what to say next. If someone says and then takes a long pause before continuing, it could be a sign that they're trying to come up with a response. This could be a sign of agreement. In some cases, can be used as a subtle way of agreeing with someone. You might also see people smile and nod their head as they use it. This could indicate that they agree with your point of view. So could you hear the differences between the different mms? This is a great exercise for practicing intonation. So as you can see and hear, is a versatile little word that can convey a wide range of meanings depending on how it's used. So next time you hear someone say, take a moment to consider what they might be trying to communicate to you. It could be a very subtle way of expressing their thoughts and feelings. So how's your accent training going? Your accent can make a massive improvement by the end of the month. So are you going to make it happen? Head over to learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Join up to the bundle and start working on those pronunciation and accent sounds right away. I look forward to seeing you on the website. So that's it for this week. I hope you can join me next week, and I hope you have a fantastic week in between perfecting your RP British accent. Take care. Bye for now.